Welcome to Professor P's STEM Lab at the Houston Public Library, and I'm Professor P. Today's STEM will be using the pH scale to test acids and bases. This is intended for ages 7 and up with adult supervision. You will need the following supplies: pH measures how acidic or basic liquids are. The scale goes from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral. Anything greater than 7 indicates a base. We will be using litmus paper for our pH indicator. Do you know the difference between an acid and a base? Acids will indicate 0 to 6 pH level with a dark red to orange color. They are sour in taste and corrosive in nature. Bases will indicate 8 to 14 pH level with a dark green to purple color. These are bitter in taste and soapy in nature. So now let's test a few items. First step is to dip 1 strip per cup and lay it next to the cup to let dry. And we're going to wait 3 to 5 seconds to see what color it is. So now let's try this. Okay, take my litmus paper. I'm going to dip it in here. And then I'm going to take it out and lay it down and let it dry for 3 to 5 seconds. Take this one and dip it in here. Now, the baking soda, I'm going to just, I added water because it's a powder. So I'm going to stir it just a little bit, and then I'm going to stick mine in here. Remember, we're going to wait 3 to 5 seconds to let it dry. And if you notice, this is the pH scale right here, where red, is an acid. And the farther we get to 14, we notice that that is a base. So let's look at this. The first one, this lime juice, if you notice on the scale, it's a red, so it is an acid. So lime juice is an acid. Now, when we look at vinegar, we notice it matches on the pH scale of a 2, so vinegar is an acid. Now, when we get to baking soda, we notice that it's a 9, and baking soda is a base. Now, when we get to water, you notice I said water is neutral. So water is with this yellow, and so we know water is neutral. Now, ammonia looks like, and it hasn't quite dried, but that has, and looks like about a 9. So ammonia is a base. Now, how does this relate to STEM? We studied acids and bases, which is a form of science. We call that chemistry. Acids donate hydrogen ions that lose an electron, giving them a positive electrical charge. Bases, on the other hand, gain hydroxide ions, therefore a solution that has high concentration of hydroxide ions is basic. We use acids and bases in everyday life. We learned that sour is acidic, like a lime. Bitterness is a base, which includes green leafy vegetables. But today in our exercise, we use baking soda. Thank you for attending Professor P's STEM Lab at the Houston Public Library.